Hello, my friends. How has everybody been? It's been a little bit, but we are making another video today. Just getting a little chit chat in, catching up. I have made a few videos over the past little while, but I just haven't uploaded much. You know, it's not really like kind of veering off from why I kind of, even make videos to start with, So I'm not trying to do like day by day every single thing I'm doing, It's just kind of, my journey and my mindset and how things are playing out over time for me. But interestingly enough, my friends, we have made a gorgeous idea on Tesla. And the proof is in the pudding, Over time, things just keep playing out the same way, over and over and over again. The issue that everybody struggles with in this industry is time. When? The whole when is it going to happen? That's what gets me on every time that I end up having a losing proposition. It's not that I'm necessarily wrong as much as I think I am. It's that my timing is off a little bit. And that, I'm sure that resonates with a lot of people who have struggled in trading. Is your ideas, they end up being right. Oh, see, I was right anyway. But the timing is off. That's what gets everybody. Everybody is, they're risking too much at one particular moment in time and not realizing that you actually are right, but you're putting all your money on the table at the wrong time. That's kind of the simplest way to put it, you're gonna win. You and your friends are playing poker that night, and by the end of the night, you're going to win. You have a high probability of the fact that you're going to win because you've won over time playing against these players. But you waited until you had one of your not so great hands that night, and you said, you know what, I'm going all in. And then what happened? You lost all your chips. And then as the night went on, you didn't have that many chips to play with, but you were getting some banger hands, okay? So, talking about Tesla, our last video, I was just telling myself, okay, Tesla, zoomed out big time, weekly, what do I want to see? This was a couple weeks ago. I want to see Tesla come down and break 310. So I set an alert down here at 310. Yeah, I set an alert down there at 310. So it went off last week. When I saw that go off, I said, okay, there's one alert. So that's the first time that I'm going to actually open up Tesla and look at it again. I haven't had to look at Tesla in over 2 weeks. Why? Because I told myself, well, I drew just this little generic trend line here, okay? I drew that a couple weeks ago, and I just said, okay, that's just a basic little trend, okay? I want to see price come down to at least that trend line, and then see what's going on if I want to get in. So, last week, price, it hit my alert. I open up Tesla. I take another look at it. That's where I'm going in my trading, is not being glued to the charts. Let these alerts do the work for me, okay? I haven't had to look at Tesla one bit in the past 2 weeks from the time I made that alert. Because this beautiful app named Webull it notified me, hey, Tesla just dropped below $310. Now I can go back to my original game plan of, okay, let's see what happens when it comes down to this trend line. So now that that's happened last week, now we're done with the weekly open. It's Monday. Let me zoom in on the daily here, okay? Oh, looky here. Okay, we're zooming in a little bit, and it's making a little bit of a bounce here, possibly, okay? There's a little bitty green candle down there. Perhaps we could go up. So now, when I'm looking at it now, what am I trying to identify? I'm just trying to think in my mind. This is how I kind of view the market. If I'm looking to buy Tesla, okay, I'm trying to think of where is some potential money at. There's some potential money up here because people that have shorted this move, they probably got their stop right there. Potential money here and here, okay? So those would be my potential take profit targets. But am I going long on Tesla now just because it looks like it might be bouncing off my weekly trend? You know, it's a loosely drawn generic trend line, okay? I'll zoom in a little bit more. Well, should you, my friend? Okay, now I see something I like. Because price it's come down, and now it's come up a little bit, and it's taken out this small little pivot point here, okay? That's a little pivot point. So now that it's taken that out, the market has now shown its hand to me. It said, well, we just made a little higher high on the 4-hour time frame. So we have a low, and now we have a higher high, okay? So looking at like this, I would say, so long as we don't make a lower low and we stay in this zone for a lower high, basic market structure would tell me that we're going to make another higher high, okay? Everybody's seen this pattern before. Okay, so that's kind of how I'm viewing Tesla at the moment. Right now, I'll take a little nibble on Tesla, and so long as I don't break this low down here of 273, I'm of the belief and conviction that it's going to take out some liquidity up here at 350, okay, which I have an alert set up here as a first take profit. So that's just kind of how I am playing Tesla at the moment. You know, I had an idea a couple weeks ago. I set my alerts. I waited. Last week, the alert went off, but it was at the end of the week. So I told myself, let's wait till the week open again. And here we are Monday. It's still behaving in the form that is conducive with my idea, which is why I will go ahead and carry through with this position. So we shall see, my friends. Now we can just sit back and wait and see. We can set an alert down here at 273. So I know if it drops below 273, I'm out to trade. And I have an alert set up here at 252. If it gets up to there, we know we won the trade. And it's that simple. This is like a 1.5, I would say this is more of a 2-to-1 risk ratio where we're at right now, sitting at 296. Perfectly fine ratio. You're risking 1 to make 2. So essentially I would be risking $1,000 in order to make $2,000. That's a nice risk to reward for myself. Okay, sometimes I'll even go 1-to-1, to be honest with you, but 2-to-1 is great. When you start getting up there, you start trying to get those 8-to-1, 10-to-1, 20-to-1 risk to reward ratios. You have to sit back and think about the chance you're giving the market. okay, that means you have to be 20 times more right than the market in order to win if you have a 20-to-1 risk ratio, okay? I just think of it in simple terms like that. I have to outthink the market 20 times in a row. I have to be 20 times more right than the market, okay? I'm far too humble for that. So I give myself the ability to be right a couple of times and then, okay, the market's right. Oh, I'm right a couple times. Oh, the market's right. Oh, the market's right a couple times. Oh, I'm right a couple times. You have a much higher win rate when you keep your risk to reward ratio kind of balanced like that. But I hope everybody enjoyed our Tesla. This will be an interesting one to follow up on if this plays out. And peace and love, and we will talk to everybody later.